Hey everyone, welcome. So this is my first Queen of Hearts tutorial. So I'm actually starting off, I'm cheating and I'm using the Zoeva Caramel Melange palette, as the Queen of Hearts palette doesn't have something I can use as a base. So I've gone in with the natural skin tone for me, which is wax paper. Obviously anything that is close to your skin tone could be used, but now we're using the Queen of Hearts, the color Air, which is, even on my skin tone, a really nice contour color. There are some darker ones that are going to be more suitable if you have a darker skin tone, but this is what works for me. So then Princess, with both of these colors, I've just added them into my crease and then started working them in and blending them. The Air is a peachy tone, and then Princess has a little bit more warmth, a bit more pink to it, so I've added that to warm it up. Now, I've gone in to the inner corners of my eye and the outer corners of my eyes because I feel like this is a technique that actually adds depth to my very flat eye shape. So I've started with Royal Prerogative as my first shade. I'm going to add this in. It kind of creates the look that I have an actual set eyelid, which I like. The time I add the lashes and everything, at least when you look at me front on, it looks like I have, my eye is a little bit more set back. So it does look a little bit crazy until we get a little bit further, so bear with me, but at least you can see the technique. So now I'm just joining the inner and the outer together to create a little bit more depth. Still with the same color, it doesn't really matter because as you can see, I'm about to blend it in. Obviously also the inside doesn't matter as much to be blended because it's going to get colored with another color. So now I'm taking Duchess, which is the darkest matte brown in this palette, and I'm adding a little bit of depth. Obviously adding color shade by shade makes your blending easier. It makes it look like it flows nicer on your eye. It's going to be less choppy, and you can control the look and the depth a little bit more. So I'm bringing on my eye shape it quite up and out to kind of elongate my eye to make everything look a little bit more lifted on my face shape. I find it most flattering, but this technique can be used on most eye shapes, but it is very flattering to mono eyelids like mine. So just blending those two in together. Now I'm taking Your Majesty, which is the most beautiful copper metallic shade. I'm using a flat shader brush to lay this down and pat it in. If you swipe, these colors don't really transfer that well. You really need to pat them into your eye. You probably could also use a little bit of a Fix Plus as a mixing medium to make them a bit stickier, but I find they work fine dry. So this is warming up the whole look. It's adding the metallic shine to the middle, which is going to bring the center of my eye forward, which is also going to add to the overall look of having a deeper set eye. I'm going back in with Duchess, the darkest matte brown, and adding another layer to redefine the fact that the inside is a brighter and lighter color. Now I'm blending them in. You want them to be separate, but still blended enough that you don't look too crazy. Now I'm just gonna, this is just got a little bit of a matte shade on it just to clean up the blending, as I'm not adding an extra highlight to my eye. I just want to make sure that it does blend up into nothing. Now I'm just going to knock off all of the setting powder that I have on my face. Most of the time, you'll see as I go through this, I don't actually use a contour powder, so I use this to add a little bit of shape and dimension to my face, considering I'm so pale. I find it easier than messing around with contour powders on my skin tone. It also helps with fallout if you are doing your foundation and everything first. So under the eye, I've just copied the same colors. So Air, Royal Prerogative, Duchess, and Your Majesty to create the same colour tones under my eye. Now I'm taking the Kat Von D Tattoo Eyeliner, which is, I think it's my favourite. It's my favourite at the moment, at least. It's been my favourite for about a year now. Really, really easy pen to use. I'm just creating a winged eyeliner, following the same shape to lift my eye up and out. My favourite mascara, Estee Lauder Double Wear. It is the only one that doesn't smudge on my flat eyelids. The Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer to add warmth into my skin. I use this, as you'll see, all over my cheeks, all over my forehead, just to warm up my entire face. Especially when using such bronzy colours on the eye when you are fair, I think you really have to tie it all in together. Otherwise, I feel like there's too much of a contrast. I also, on myself, I have more colour on my chest, so I have to add this colour down onto my neck just to kind of blend it all in together. And this is with the Bobbi Brown bronzer brush, which is amazing. So now I have the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Porcelain Pink. I'm using this as a highlighter, but also as kind of a basic blush to start with. You will see, you could just leave it as this for blush if you're not a massive blush wearer, and it does add enough colour on fair skin. I like to add this quite kind of haphazardly to my face to kind of add the warmth and blend the colours in to my skin tone. It adds a little bit of warmth and highlight to my nose instead of just highlighting it in something really stark and bright. Now I have the Tarte Colour Wheel, which I believe was from the Christmas collection. I am just looking to see what colour I kind of want to do. I like to hold blushes up to my face to see what's working with my hair colour and the eyeshadow and what's going to bring it all together. So I chose Mod, which is a matte, kind of pinky peach colour, really pretty. I love this colour wheel. I bought it because it'd be perfect for travelling, and I can kind of add everything together. You'll also notice that I've acquired some eyelashes. I took a phone call while I was filming and absentmindedly added my lashes without really thinking about it. But I'll add the information below. So this is Queen Bee by Chi Chi Lip Liner on the outer, and then the Kate Moss lipstick in 55 My Nude, which is one of my favourites for every day. They're the perfect formula. And then I know everyone's into the matte lip, but I love glossy lips. I can't help it. So I'm adding Linger Longer by MAC. It's a cream sheen glass from one of their holiday collections. It's just a little peach, just to make it look a little bit more natural on my skin. And that's my finished look. Please like, subscribe, read any other information below, ask any questions. Thanks for watching.